Well, this is the back porch, and again, I believe originally it was just one story. Although from the exterior you see a second story, but the windows, the awning, it doesn't look like it was an original. Also, underneath the porch, this brickwork here, there's nowhere where it's doubled, so I don't have the same piers that I do in the basement of the house proper. So while the brickwork is original in concept, in the sense that it's got the same ventilation holes there as is around the front porch, there's no significant structural elements to this little wall indicating that it was designed to hold 2 floors, but just one. So in addition to the house, there's a garage on the property. And this garage, I don't know that it was built in 1890, because I don't know that there were a lot of automobiles around this part of Maryland in 1890. So this garage might have been built a little bit later, although it could have been built in 1890, and obviously you would have kept a horse and buggy in there. You can see here on the corners of the rakes that you got some sawtooth. I'm trying to find it here, and there we go. Not very visible. There it is. You can see it there. So there was some decoration on this house as far as the exterior trim is concerned, but right now this is all that's left due to the updating of the eaves and soffit with aluminum and vinyl. So here's the window well. Here's how all of them were when I bought the place. So you've got these pink pavers, and then inside of which they poured a couple 100 pounds of concrete right against the window. I don't know how this one will be when I try to take it out. This one wasn't too difficult. The concrete did not adhere to the original wood window or the glass frame, so I was able to dig this out, put in the window well, and that's 2 feet deep, the metal on that window well, and then put in backfill with some gravel, and then backfilled in all the soil and tamped it down and put on the plastic cover. So far it seems to work. The downspouts here need to be all reconfigured. I think the guttering is actually too small. There's a lot of roof surface here with the steep pitch, and so I think when I am at the point in time where I'm going to do it, I'm going to replace the gutters and the downspouts with a larger 5-inch. I think that's 4-inch K-style up there now, but I think I'll go with 5, and then re-engineer the front, where I've had to temporarily hook up something to keep the water away from the basement, which worked, but this is not what I want to do originally. You can see where the porch here rotted because the water was just flooding over the gutter, which was blocked, or the downspout was blocked. But anyway, this shouldn't be pitched toward the house. I'm going to pitch this the opposite way out to the corner here, and then I'll just put a downspout here, and it'll be in line with the post that'll be here, so it won't be unsightly, and then it can run out here to the lawn. So again, as I say, the house came with the garage. This garage is about 25 feet wide and 25 feet deep, so it's a good-sized garage. It's in poor shape, but right now it's just a garage with a lot of storage, and this garage has a second floor that is suspended from the ridge. So you see this piece right here. It's a flat steel plate, and there's a big nut on the end of a threaded rod, and that threaded rod goes to the ridge. There are 3 of them like that, but I don't know how much weight it can hold, and as I say, the garage is not in perfect condition, so I put in a couple of 2x4s midway, just because I have stuff stored up there and I didn't know how much weight I could put on it before getting some sag in the ridge. Anyway, right now the garage is a mess, but it's a little bit of a workshop space while I'm doing work on the house, and obviously it's full, including an old car. Behind it is an addition to the original garage. I don't know when that was put on. The door is right there, and that's also full of stuff. When I bought the house, the seller left all kinds of stuff, 1,000 feet of of 14 and 12 gauge house wire, 600 feet of PEX tubing, a couple $1,000 worth of lumber, 30 pieces of sheetrock tools, and some other odds and ends, plus all the old stuff that was in the house, toilet, sink, stuff like that. So here's the outside of the garage, and you can see that's the original garage there, and then this is the addition. This was used as a little shop by a former owner, and then it was used as living quarters by a previous tenant or resident, I'm not sure. But this is going to come down. There's absolutely nothing here worth saving. No architectural interest. It's just something that was cobbled together. You can see it's in rough shape, missing siding, clapboards. There's a bee colony in here. That'll be a surprise when for them as well as me when I go to tear it down. This part of the backyard, you can see the pine tree there in the corner. to the right of it, in front of the swimming pool, is a stake with a pink flag. That's the corner of the lot. Oh, sorry for the blurry. Let it adjust to focus. Anyway, there it is there. And then there's one on the other side. The lot is 13,600 square feet, and the stakes with the pink flags are the corners of the lot. It's 70 feet wide by 195 feet long, and all there in front of the spruce tree is it was all overgrown, brush, a couple of small trees, and I've cleared that out because I plan to make this space a 30 by 48 foot pole barn with an apartment in it. I will move into the apartment and use the rest of the space for all my other stuff that I have. But that's the idea with the pole barn, is so I can put a 2-post hoist in for the old car in the original garage and have a nice workshop. So the building will, the long dimension of the building will be from here to here, and that'll leave this part of the lot open for access to the pole barn and keep the view. I don't own that property over there, but it is a nice view. We're here in Preston, Maryland, which is in Caroline County on Maryland's eastern shore, and a lot of history here. This house, 1890. This is a nice house for 1890. I'm in the middle of an agricultural rural area, but the town of Preston was known as the canning capital of the eastern shore for vegetables. In fact, this field that we're looking at, that used to be nothing but cucumbers, because the gym over here, the Preston Gym, is, where is it? There it is, there somewhere. There it is. That was a pickle factory. This area was well-to-do, a lot of jobs, people with money, and the house and the houses on the street reflected. So there it is, my old house. Hopefully you've gotten a little bit of the history of it, and hopefully this old house will consider this as a future project.